Today, we're here to discuss about something really important in 2019. Let's talk smartphones. And welcome to another video. And if you're not subscribed yet, go subscribe and hit the notification bell to get notifications when I release a video. Enough about that. And now, what do you think when you hear smartphones in 2019? Well, I mostly hear two things, which will be the hole punch or whatever, the hole in the display camera thing, and the other is the folding smartphones, which they made some prototypes which were not successful, but never mind about that. First, now let's talk about the hole punch. Well, S10 has not put out actually, their leaks, so we can get an idea. Just we assume that something like this could pop up or whatever. So it's particularly Huawei have made one like as soon as the idea went into people's heads, like Samsung might be making something like that, so Huawei, they just go and made it. So that ain't that perfect, because the camera, as you can see here, this is the Huawei, and it's not that perfect, right? Like, well, actually the area near the camera, it'll get a bit darker and some stuff like that. Well, I would prefer the notch when it comes to that part, the hole punch, like when you have like a pool of success and when you have just one dot of failure or something like that. So, but it'll be definitely a stepping further, but what I would want to see something like a clear display, which everybody would like to see. So the hole punch is not that much of a thing. And when you see the Samsung Galaxy S10 and S10 Plus, or whatever they call it, it has two cameras, front facing cameras, which will take out, well, comparatively more space. But we don't know if these are real, or we don't know if Samsung will stick to some different plan, or, well, I don't think there is now any new tech other than the hole punch or a notch, which Samsung will, I don't think they will adapt it at this stage now. So we have that, and we have an iPhone coming. We need to keep an eye on that. Yeah, that's all about the hole punch and the that display. So next comes the what is known as the folding smartphones. There are many renders. Samsung has done it, Samsung staged it, and then we have another phone which is this, which cannot fold properly, and there are many renders. Motorola has one, and we have many renders going on. So it's all renders, right? We haven't seen a proper smartphone which can function perfectly after folding. So yeah, and just ask this question from yourself: would you ever use a folding smartphone? Okay, I have something to give to you which I have made at home. So just think this as a phone, right? This is your my focus, yes. So this is your phone. Just think this is something like an iPhone XS Max or a S10, S9. So this will be the phone. So maybe it's just assumed that this is a perfectly folding smartphone with a 180-degree fold, which is perfectly sleek here. So you have this, right? And when you open, what you're left with is this. What is this? A square, right? This, you can perfectly see this is a square. Okay, this is a square. Why would you need a square in your pocket? Well, let me say, there are two, maybe three types of smart devices when it comes to phones and tablets, and yeah, there are only two. So phones and tablets. So what's this exactly? If it was bigger, maybe an iPad. Well, I don't think anyone would want to use a square display. Well, I don't know how to hold it in my hand right here, so not because it's paper, I mean because of the square. So this is something I don't know. So if you get a perfect smartphone like this, then you are left with this, which is when you unfold it. So if you get a perfect tablet, when you fold it, you are left with a square. No one would want a square smartphone or a square tablet. No one would use square stuff. And now the question that most people ask is like, if both are in one device, it's gonna be cheap. But let me ask this question from you: what is cheaper? Buying something? Well, I don't know the prices. When we don't know the prices, and probably it's gonna be really, really, really high priced. Well, it's actually easy and a lot more reliable buying a phone and a tablet when you can buy both in one, which is not even ready. So when it'll come out ready, but I mean, why would you need this? Just think about that. I'm not saying it's bad, it's really good. And talking about the upsides of this, well, upsides, you can, well, there are no much, well, just some technology which has been developed since time, but not a perfect technology either. So yeah, that's about it when it comes to the phones in 2019, and let's look forward to a good year. And yeah, peace.